Hi, how are you doing? Thank you so much for clicking on my video. Good afternoon, good morning, wherever the time is, whatever the time is, wherever you are. Thank you for stopping by so that we can spend a few minutes together. If you're Nigerian and you're listening to me, this message is specifically for you. But if you're listening to me and you are from any other part of the continent, then feel free to follow as well. Then drop me your comments in the comment section. Let me know whether you agree and the sentiments I'm about to express. I want to know whether you believe the same about Nigeria too. Whether you are among those who hate Nigeria, who dislike the country, who think Nigerians are great nuisances, who should not be welcome. Because you see, we don't really need to go far to see the anti-Nigeria sentiment that is rising. I think that we Nigerians were this group of people who people love to hate and people love to love. So people love us and people hate us. We, on the other hand, we are just there in the middle. Some people say we are full of mischief. Others say we are very hardworking. We are very diligent. Some others say we are cunning. Others say we are this. Everybody has an adjective for Nigerians. Everybody believes that he knows much about Nigerians. You need to see the videos on the internet about whether it is how to date a Nigerian, my experience living with Nigerians, will you marry a Nigerian or not? Which nationality will you not marry? Oh my God. And then the things just go on and on. Everybody wants to have a slice of what Nigeria is. And Nigerians, we got to a point where we were beginning to get fed up. I mean, there are so many other countries in Africa. We're not the only ones. Can't we make content about Ghanaians or Zambians or Gambians or Zimbabweans? Make videos about other people. It doesn't have to be us. But we realize maybe we now tell ourselves that it's because we are so plenty and people do these things. Some will intentionally drag us or do content that they know will piss Nigerians off just so that they can draw our attention. So some people do it for the views, for the clicks, for the likes, for the comments, for the gram, whatever the case may be. But I think a lot of Nigerians are beginning to become resentful about it. You know, they'll be like, talk about other things, talk about other things. But this message is for you Nigerians. If you are listening to me, I'd like to just talk about why I think other people have these strong feelings towards Nigerians, whether in the extreme of too much love or on the other extreme of too much hate and dislike. Whichever one the case may be, I think it's because we come from a history of being looked up to. Yes, we come from a history of being looked up to by most of these African countries. And when they look up to us that much and we fail them consistently, as it looks as if we've been doing, then they will find a way to express their resentment. Nigeria from the 1960s till today has played this big brother role towards the whole continent, such that any conflict that was happening all over the continent, you'll find one way or the other, Nigeria will be there either as peacekeepers or we're even the ones negotiating settlement, a ceasefire, or whatever the case may be. We can talk about Nigeria from the 1960s, from the Congo. We went to Sierra Leone. We've been in Sudan. We've been in Liberia. Wherever it is, all over the continent, there are Nigerian blood that people went and died for the freedom of others. Okay, so that's the Nigeria that people looked up to. That was the era when they were calling Nigeria the giants of Africa, because we had the resources, we had the people, we had the government that could say do, and then it will be done. But what about now? What about now? Nigerians, we behave as if we cannot even sit down in our own country. Our country is itching us. Oh, so you will just see them. Nigerians were caught doing this. The South Africans have their operation Dudula, where we say, wait till remain one. Where they just call Nigeria and say, Nigerians, get out of our country. And some have even explicitly said it, that they don't want Nigerians in their country. Sometimes the anti-Nigeria sentiment is expressed in music. When they say we don't want foreign music in our country, for example, what they mean is we don't want Nigerian music in our country. They think that this dominance that we've attained is irritating to them, whatever the case may be. And now I think it is because over time we have severally disappointed Africans. They've held us in such high esteem. It's a position of responsibility for us because they believe that we are the big brother. Nigeria as a country is the big brother of the continent, or at least, if you not say anything, sub-Saharan Africa. And if we continually fail them with bad governance, then they have a right to find a way to express their resentment one way or the other. For example, let me tell you now, you know that Nigeria's foreign policy is Afrocentric. As we would say, those of you who study constitutional law, we say that Africa is the centerpiece of Nigeria's foreign policy. That is to say, once there is any region, once there is any component of this continent that is in distress, it is part of our foreign policy. Therefore, it is our business for us to go and see that that country is okay. So other Africans feel kind of dismayed that we are the ones, we that are supposed to be agents of stability, are now the ones that look as if we are the ones that are breeding instability in other countries. We have instability in our own country that we have not even resolved. Okay, so there's a kind of respect that people say Africa cannot command until Nigeria earns it, and they are waiting for us to do that, but we are not doing it. We are running to other African countries, begging for visa, running to places where we have no business going there to go and be enslaved, and you see Nigerians there. So I think that they are just sorely disappointed in us, and that's why they express all these sentiments of we don't like Nigerians in our country. They hope that a time will come when we will go back, we will all decide that we have a continent to build. They are waiting for us to kind of pick up the reins, and once they see us on the right track, all of them are going to fall in line. It is a position of responsibility. Have you noticed that the kind of standard that they hold Nigerians to, they don't hold other African countries to the same standard? Why? It's because people believe that, see, on easy lies on the head that wears the crown. And we here, we keep telling ourselves that we're the giants of Africa. Then we have to behave the way a giant will behave. We have to be the protective big brother. We have to be the providing big brother. We have to be the big brother that stands up for our younger siblings. And until we do that, Africans are going to continually be angry with us. They are going to continually say stuff like, Nigerians this, Nigerians that. They've been dragging Nigeria because we did not send peacekeeping mission. We did not send a peacekeeping mission to the Congo. And I was telling somebody, a friend of mine who is South African and Ghanaian. I have two friends, one South African, the other Ghanaian. I told them that it is because we have enough of our own problems. This giant is sick. Giant needs help. And for the past 10 years, we've been fighting Boko Haram right in our backyard here. I just remember that there was not even one country that sent one soldier to come and help us. But when others are having problems, they demand that our own soldiers should leave Boko Haram and go and fight their own battles for them. It's a position of responsibility. So my advice for us Nigerians is that we should stop being resentful when we hear them saying this kind of things. When we hear them hating us, we should know that it is because we have failed in the expectations that they have for us, that we have been falling their hand, so to speak. And how are we going to stop falling their hand? It's not by shouting on the internet. It's not by shouting on TikTok. It's by coming back home to build a country that they can look up to. So when somebody says sub-Saharan Africans are incapable of building their own government, they should be able to say it's a lie. Look at Nigeria. Nigerians have done this. Nigerians have done that. They feel dismayed when they see, for example, they see a Nigerian has just done this feat or that feat abroad, but they did not do that thing flying the Nigerian flag or the African flag. It's as though a Nigerian has to go out of Nigeria before he thrives. They have to go to Western countries. So they want us to build a community in Nigeria where Nigerians can thrive and even they can come and thrive. Until that time, we're going to have to deal with all their videos of everything that you see on the internet that is beginning to irritate you guys. You know, that kind of thing. So I hope I made sense in this video. Let me know your comments as always in the comment section. My comment section is open. If you are not yet my subscriber, why not subscribe to this channel? It will help the channel to grow. It will make me happy, and then more and more people who need my kind of content are going to see it. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye bye. Have a nice day.